Hi, my name's Chuck. I'm talking to you today about the EMT and paramedic careers. We're going to talk about emergency pre-hospital care and rescue. EMTs and paramedics work in an ever-changing and challenging environment. The calls are always different. You never know what you're going to be facing until you get there. You deal with all kinds of people, and you help save lives. Emergency medical technicians and paramedics, it's a wild field. You're always facing different challenges. I actually rode on the ambulance this past semester, and you just never know what you're going to find until you get out there. It's pretty cool. Just some examples of some paramedics and EMTs in the field. An EMT and a paramedic have different educational requirements. An EMT is considered basic. They have a 12-month training program. This program also involves ambulance ride times where you're helped with real patients. This is where you have to take a national REMT skills test that you must complete. Then there's a national registry computer exam you must pass. For the paramedic program, you have an additional 12 months of school. Then there's the hospital ER clinicals you must attend. Then there's a national test you must pass. So this is a 2-year program and is considered an advanced life support profession. EMT is 1 year of training, paramedic is 2. As you can see from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average employment out there right now, they're showing as of, I believe this was May of 2014, 235,760 medics that are employed, showing the average hourly wage from $16.88 and the average annual wage, $35,110. Okay. According to what they showed earlier, it's an occupation that's really on the rise. Here's some more examples, basically showing some of the volume out there, how they're broken down. And if you actually look at the annual wage, you'll see 32, 39,000, 36, 38, 32, 29, up to 54,000, 52,000, 49,000, 41,000. It really kind of varies depending on what field you get in. There's a lot of specialty medics out there. And as you can see, it's a national career. There are medics and EMTs all over the United States. So it's something national. And once you're nationally registered, you can go work in any of the states. Here it kind of shows how it's broken down. What the annual income is. The light blue states from 20,000 to 30. A little bit lighter, darker blue, 30 to 32. A little bit darker blue than that, 32 to 37. And then the dark blue, 39 to 57. Those are usually the bigger states or north. Okay. Then here it shows some of the bigger metropolitan areas, and it shows how many medics are working out there right now, and the growing field. And it shows some of the incomes. If you notice, it looks like that Chicago, Joliet, Naperville, Illinois, 58,000 is the annual mean average, which is pretty good. And kind of found this slide. I just wanted to put it in there. EMS, whether you're doing a CPR, extricating someone from a wrecked car, or holding the hand of a little old lady, we do whatever is needed whenever it's needed. And that's kind of the thing. We're out there helping people. Now, if you want to work and take this to a more advanced level, there are different careers out there in EMS that are very much a specialty, but they're all over the place. They're international. You can do air medics all the way to working on oil rigs out in the Gulf Coast, to overseas in Qatar. Different examples. I know people that actually, my trainer actually, he has friends that work 6 months out of the year and they make $60,000 to $120,000 a piece working 6 months a year. Then you have flight medics. Flight medics are elite. These people have a certain amount of time to, keep somebody stabilized and keep them from dying to get them to the hospital. These are some of the best of the best. Life flight, like out of Houston. These people are fantastic. They work on trauma patients like you wouldn't believe. I was looking at the Life Flight Houston a while back, and they work on 360 to like 500 trauma victims a month. And these people are all coming in by Life Flight. So it's amazing. Some really skilled individuals that can work well under pressure. And you have your TAC paramedics. These guys actually go in with SWAT and go in and sit in places, when the bullets start flying. These guys are going in with SWAT to actually, help and to, mass casualties and to save lives right there where the action's happening. Armed tactical EMS teams, they can defend, they can neutralize threats, and then they can save people. Then, what if you like the snow? You're a cold weather person, and you've got the National Ski Patrol. You've got paramedics and EMTs on the snow and the ice. They're out there, they're wilderness medics. These guys make a lot more money than a regular standard paramedic or EMT. Just some examples here. Then you've got your guys, oil rig medics. Think about being out on the oil rig out in the ocean. You're 50, 60, 100 miles from land. It's pretty interesting, and you're the only medical professional out there. They don't have doctors. They have EMTs and paramedics. So because they have helicopters, if something really, really severe happens that you can't handle, they get a medic to, you actually put them on a helicopter and send them in, but you have to keep them alive till that happens. So different, a lot different. Wilderness medical services. What if somebody gets hurt and breaks their leg and you have to go out and get them, but they're 20 miles in on a hike? That's what these guys do, and they get paid a lot of money to do it. Corporate medical services. In Qatar, they're building a giant building. They need medical people on scene. It's a lot different than being a 911 call. They want people right there that actually stay with the crews. It's a special thing. You get paid special. Okay? Then you have sporting events and more. When you see the medics and the EMTs go out on the football field in a professional football game, you think they're just from like the local area. A lot of the times the teams actually pay them. They actually travel with the teams. They're their doctors, paramedics, and EMTs. So you could actually work for your favorite football team and your favorite hockey team. There's a lot of stuff you can do in EMS and EMTs. Here's one. You want to be a TAC medic for the ATF, different government agencies. There's a lot of things out there for a paramedic or EMT. A lot of career choices. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the jobs have a 43% growth rate. So you're going to be able to find a job somewhere. They're national and international. There are good earnings potentials for all this field, especially in specialty fields. And the work is satisfying because you are helping people and saving lives. It's a really cool field. You guys should check it out. Thank you for listening to this presentation.